This conference will now be recorded.
Yes, so welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining our sessions with Isha Training Solutions. So here we are, everyone. Here we are to understand what is Tricentis Tosca, and I'll explain about all the topics that we are going through. So today in this session, we'll be covering what is a manual testing, what is automation testing, what is Tosca automation tool, how is it different from other tools, what is scriptless testing, what is the syllabus that is getting covered, and what are the different certifications or badges you can complete once we complete the course. Okay, so I would request everyone, just give me like first 15 or 20 minutes of time. I'll try to cover most of the things that I wanted to cover from my end. After 20 minutes, I'll open the session for everyone for your queries and doubts. Then you can go ahead and ask what all the questions, what all the doubts that you want to connect with me and we want to ask. Okay. So till then, please cooperate with me and we'll start the session. Okay. So yes, so we are here to understand what is Tricentis Tosca. So before going into this, I would like to introduce myself. I am Manas Annasagaram, who will be guiding you and who will be mentoring you for this course for the next 35 hours of the training session. That is what we have planned for. And I totally 12, 15 years of experience, 12 plus years in automation, plus 3 years in manual testing. So I am currently a project manager to one of the biggest MNCs that I'm currently working. As a passion, I have taken up this teaching as my secondary profession and I'm very much happy with it. So so any questions and queries, you can always stop me in the session and you can ask me. So I'm here to guide you for all these 35 hours. So yeah, that is pretty much about myself. I have also experience not only in Tosca, I have also experience with Selenium, mobile testing, Salesforce testing, everything. Okay. So yeah, that is pretty much about myself. And now coming back to the topic. So as we are learning about testing tool, automation testing tool, so we'll just go to little roots from what is testing, what is manual testing, and what is automation testing. And then we'll start learning about different tools and where Tosca is actually there in the market and how will it help for you. Okay, so in your career. So we'll take up all those things. Just yeah. So coming to the topic, first, what is manual testing? So everyone knows manual testing is like manually you are trying to test something. Okay, it's not only the web application. It might be so simple. To tell you a simple scenario, suppose you have to buy vegetables in a vegetable vendor shop. So what you do, you generally go to the vegetable shop and then start investigating or checking out the product which you're trying to buy. It might be it might be onions, it might be anything. You just check, you make sure that the product which you're taking home is okay. So that is a testing in a real life example. Okay, so similarly in coming to the IT, manual testing is nothing but you will be testing different applications. So it might be different, it might be database testing, it might be manual testing, it might be anything, whatever you want to test manually, whatever you are doing with your intervention. So it is called manual testing. So manual testing is a software testing process in which test cases are executed manually without using any automation tool. So here we don't use any automation tool. We manually do it. Okay. So what happens when you do manual testing? It requires so much of effort. It requires so many people or resources for us to complete the manual testing. So we it takes a lot of time to complete the testing process. So it ensures whether the application is working as mentioned in the requirement document or not. So we just verify the requirement document. Based on the requirement document, we do the testing. And we plan the test cases, we do some implementation and we complete end-to-end testing and we say this application is working perfectly fine. And we also create and generate the reports manually. Okay, so this is all the manual testing process that we follow in all the projects or anywhere here. Okay. And coming to automation testing. So what is different from manual testing? Okay, so automation testing, what we do, we take the help of one tool we write some code and to test some software. Okay, so that is called automation testing. So with the help of some tool, we write the code and we automate the process, whatever we are doing manually. So that will be automated, and that is called automation testing. So there are many tools in the market. If you see, there are so many tools in the market. So why to choose Tosca? Okay. So first of all, we'll see what are the different tools that we have in the market. So these are the best automation tools for 2023. If you take for 2023, these are the one of the best automation tools. Okay. So Catalan Studio, Selenium, UFT1, SOAP UI, Test Complete, Jmeter. So Test Studio, Cucumber, Appium, Tosca. So these are the different automation tools where we try to automate whatever we are doing, manual testing process. Okay, so I get most of the frequently questions like why Tosca? So is Tosca a tool in demand? So if I enroll to this course, will I be able to get placed here? So should I have to know any scripting languages to learn Tosca? So if at all I have to shift from manual to automation, will it be possible? And will I be getting a good job in Tosca? Will this course be helpful in getting Tosca? Yes. So all these questions will be answered in the coming slides, and also when we talk, you will get to know more answers. So first we'll understand what exactly is Tosca, and then we'll understand what are the advantages. So when you are understanding the advantages, all these questions will be easily answered. Okay, so first Tosca is like it's a short form of topology and orchestration specification for cloud application. So in short, it is called as Tosca, and it was developed by Oasis, a non-profit organization that develops open standards for major vendors in the cloud. So nowadays, if you see, everyone is asking about do you have any experience in cloud? So how is cloud happening? So all those I mean, everything is revolving around the cloud. So this is one such tool where it uses cloud and it will try to automate. You will try to automate your test cases with the help of it. Okay. So how it is using the cloud, you will get to understand once we get into the basics of Tosca. When we start understanding it, so when we start doing it practically, then you automatically understand how it is a cloud. Okay. So the most popular thing about Tosca is there is no code for you to write it. Okay. So so many of them writing a Java or Selenium code or Python code feels very difficult. So it might not be everyone cup of tea to write a code. Okay, someone might be very good at it. Someone might face a struggle. Okay, so here there is no code that we write. We simply use the tool whatever it is, and we just automate a test scripts. Okay, so as it is a low code tool or no code tool, I would request everyone to go on mute. Yes. Who's that? Okay. Thank you. So as it is a scriptless automation tool, okay? So it is a scriptless automation tool. There is absolutely no necessary for you to learn any coding language. You just have to understand the tool, how it works, okay? So that is the reason Tosca has become very, very, very popular in the market, because even a manual tester can write his first automation script by just knowing the fundamentals like AS1, whatever we have in the AS1 syllabus. We are knowing the fundamentals. So just the fundamentals will help us to start writing a test case, and that can happen with a rigorous practice. And it's so if you are doing any corporate training, so they'll do it in 7 days, but 15 days is the best time I can say if you have to start with your first test case writing. Okay, so here we can start writing. So once we are into the practical sessions, so we'll download the tool, we install the tool, and we start doing the writing the first test case. So automatically the day 4 or day 5 you start using the tool and you start writing your test cases. Okay, so to build a good test case, 15 days is a good time for us to have. So within 15 days, everyone, so manual tester can convert into the automation tester, so that is not possible for other automation tools. So that is why even clients are showing more interest towards this tool, because they can reuse the resources who are already deployed into their project. Okay. Yeah, there are so many advantages. It is easy enough to use for anyone. So if you just to understand the tool, when I show you 2 to 3 times, you will get acquainted to it and you start using it. Okay, so that is why it is easy enough and maintenance free. Okay, suppose you have a changing application, it is changing every now and then, and you have to fix it. So fixing the test cases hardly takes not less than 1 hour. Okay, so if it is not a very major change, it not takes less than 15 minutes. If it is a major change, not 1 hour. In less than 1 hour, you can fix the major changes that are happening in your application. So that is also one reason why it has become so popular in the tool. And faster time to the value. So if at all, if you have to run your test cases, so as it is a codeless approach, it will take faster time, and you can also integrate Tosca with CI/CD, Jenkins and all. So automatically when the development code is deployed, automatically the testing code also tests according to the job or the CI/CD pipeline that you have set up. Okay. So enterprises go from releasing software twice per year to once every 2 weeks with this approach that delivers 90% test automation. Okay, so that is one thing. So these are few of the major understandings of Tosca. So why Tosca? So yeah, I understand it is easy. I understand it is a scriptless tool. I understand everything. But why Tosca? There should be something else, right? So if we have to do an end-to-end approach, if you have to do like end-to-end testing, Tosca will help us. Okay. So if you have multiple applications involved in your testing, okay. So everyone is able to hear me first of all.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Can you max Mansa, can you maximize your screen?
It's already maximized. Okay, let me check. It is fine now.
Mm, the initial when you started the session, it was much bigger and easy to view actually.
Go
Now
with a
is it?
slideshow. You can
Yeah,
take
yeah.
the slideshow, so it will be like a full screen.
It's a full screen. Okay, so coming back to the question. So if you have multiple applications, you have to log into the API, you have to do some database testing, you have to do some web application testing. If you want to do a desktop application testing, anything, Tosca will support. So all you can integrate in one single test case, and you can do an end-to-end execution, like starting from the requirements till your test data preparation. Like if a multiple test data, you have to automate with Excel, or you want to use the inbuilt test automation, test management tool. So everything is possible in Tosca. So you can do an end-to-end execution. Okay, so it has an effective test management process. So that is also one advantage of Tosca. And yeah, it has a good quality, and performance is also very good. And as a test project life cycle, I told you, if you have API, CLI, GUI, you can integrate everything, you can manage it, you can use a requirement tool. Okay, so even if it is being a paid tool, so with a reasonable change, so it is considered as a best option for in the large scale application. So if at all, most of the banking applications, if you see, so they use Tosca because it is a reasonable rate. They are trying to afford it, and it is very helpful for large scale applications. So that is why Tosca is being used most popularly in the banking applications. Okay, so here it also supports HTML, Java, Oracle, SAP, SOA, like any kind of applications. So testers use it more efficiently without any there is no requirement you have to write any script. So that is why testers can use it very. And also one good thing about Tosca is it offers a reasonable price with a good vendor support after the purchase. So once you purchase your project goes and purchase your Tosca tool, so they also provide a support person. So if at all if you are stuck with any of the implementations, or if you have to set up a CI/CD or any kind of thing, if you're set up, you can directly approach the vendor or the person that is involved in your project. So he'll be from Tricentis and he'll be helping you for this. Okay, so this is one unique feature of Tricentis they have implemented while developing Tosca. So if at all, if you see in your projects, if you are already in a Tosca project, so if you see, there will be one support that will be given from Presentis team for you to understand the tool or to integrate the tool with any of the, if you are facing any challenges, they are there to help you. Once. Okay, so here if you see what are the different applications, so like desktop, web application, API, database, browser testing, mobile testing, all can be done. So if you see how many industries it is using, energy industry is using, financial services are using it, public sectors are using it, and healthcare industry is using it, retail sector is using, technology sector is using, telecom sector is also using it. So if you see, these are the different enterprise applications supported by Tosca. There are so many, I couldn't fit it in one PowerPoint. So I just highlighted few of the main things that most of the people will be working on, like SAP, Oracle application, Salesforce application, ServiceNow, Workday, Snowflake, Microsoft Dynamics, Pega application, Guideware, Avlock, ADP, Adobe, IBM Maximo. So these are the most of the enterprise applications that Tosca will be support. Apart from that, there are still more, like it will support 120 plus enterprise applications. So that is also one good advantage of Tosca. So why clients are coming up and trying to understand what is Tosca and to implement the Tosca in their projects for testing, if at all they are using for automation. Yes. So coming to our syllabus, so what are we covering here? So what are the different things that you can gain from this courses? So these are the different things like automation specialist 1, automation specialist 2, test design specialist TDS 1, TDS 2, test design specialist 2, database testing, API testing. These are all covered with practical examples and with real examples. Okay, so you will be given I'll be explaining each and every topic. Like automation specialist, we have enough number of topics. Automation specialist 2 and TDS 2 is mostly how to use a test case design sheet that is present in the Tosca tool. And TDS 1 is TDS 1 is also about test data management, like test design sheet, whatever we are using. So how to create it for our test cases and how to use it. Okay, and database testing, how to connect to a database, how to use how to fetch the records from the database, and how to play around with the database testing is also covered. API testing is also covered. So different APIs, how to do a REST API testing, how to do a SOAP API testing. So all those things are covered in a syllabus, and these are all the different badges also you will be getting it once we complete it. Okay, so these badges whatever I'm talking about will be directly from the Tricentis website only. That is the official website where you can get all these badges. Okay, previously it was certifications, but now they have changed a little bit of their design, and now they are calling these different things as badges. Okay.
Mansa, sorry to interrupt. Like we
Yeah.
are able to see only the white Tosca PPT screen. It's stuck there. Can you reshare and continue,
Once.
please?
Is it now visible?
Yes, Mansa.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. So if you see, this is a Tricentis Academy portal. I'll guide you for each and every step. Okay. So how to enroll for this, how to write how to get this badge and how to complete these courses. Okay, so AS1, AS2, TDS1 and TDS2. I mean, along with this, there's also one more thing that you have to complete, AE1. AE1 is this advanced topic that we are not covering here, but these are the different things that we'll be covering as part of our training. And once you gain all these badges, AE1 is pretty simple for you. You can do a self-learning and you can complete this. What is this course called as? Tricentis product consultant. Okay, so you can complete this training by the last certification by yourself, and you can get the certification by yourself. Okay, so apart from that, you can gain all these certification, all these badges that I'm showing you. Okay, so these are the different badges you can earn: Automation Specialist 1, 2, TDS 1, TDS 2, Database Testing and API Testing. Total 6 badges you can cover once we complete this course. Okay, so it's not like I complete the course, then you go start doing your badges. So the first 15th or 17th day, mostly to be precise, the 17th day I'll be completing Automation Specialist level 1 syllabus. So next consecutive days, you will be going and writing your exam and coming back, and the next class mostly I'll plan it like Friday we complete it. So Saturday, Sunday you have enough time to complete this batch, and Monday when we are meeting back, most of the people who are here will be coming back and saying that, okay, AS1 I have completed, AS1 I have completed. So I see most of the people completing. Okay, with that we'll start with AS2, TDS1, TDS. So by the time I complete the syllabus, if you are interested, you will also be completing all these badges. Okay, so that is how my training will go. And if you have to dig deep dive about what is Automation Specialist 1, Specialist 2, it's a little glimpse that I am showing you. So Automation Specialist 1 being the first step for you to start with your Tricentis Tosca. So these are the basics. So how to do a automation from Tosca tool, how to build your basic test case, how to use different sections of Tosca tool that we use it, what are the different sections, what we do in these two different sections, all those things you'll get to understand. So basically Automation Specialist level 1 is the basic thing to have to you to start your any, if at all you are already in a project, to start your project. AS1 is mandatory. So nowadays, whenever you attend any interviews, so they will shortly ask you for AS1 and AS2 badges. So they will also ask if you have completed any other badges. So, but these two are the main basic things if any project is looking. Okay, and AS2 is the second step. Once we complete the basics, like we know what is the tool, how are we using, then we dig deep dive about one specific thing called test case design sheet. Okay, so here if we have multiple data for one test case, so how to handle it, so how to design a test sheet in Tosca, and how to do an excel automation, all those things are covered in Automation Specialist level 2. Okay, so we can talk about what is TDS1, TDS2, TDS3, TDS1, TDS2 and database testing in later stages of the class. But yes, I will open up the this thing for your questions, so you can go ahead for your questions, then I can continue with the next topic. Any questions would you like to
Uh,
ask?
yeah. So I was just going through the AS1 certification, where in the initials, the welcome to the course section, they have mentioned that a training license to complete the course in the Tricentic Academy is available. Please see the FAQ for detail on how you can get the license. So my question is how I can get the training license for AS1.
Yeah, I'll help you. If you are with me, I'll help you out with the license. We'll give you the license. We'll help you understand how to get the license. And also this license will be valid for next 60 days or 70 days, I believe. So you can practice it, and you can also extend the license that we give it for you.
Yeah, hi Manasa ma'am.
Okay.
Can you take my question?
Yeah, yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. Manasa ma'am, is Tosca is limited to SS? SaaS services like you said, like it will support banking and financial service applications. That
No,
is
it's
like
not limited to SaaS. Can be. So I just pointed few of the major things that nowadays people are working, but it is not limited only to that.
because I'm into banking and financial domain only, and most of the applications are like on D2K or Java based applications, and yeah, few of them are like cloud based also.
Yeah,
So these like,
we can automate all those things with help of Tosca.
okay. And Tosca is like a record and playback, or some little bit scripting will be required for assertions or something like that.
No, it's not record and playback. But there is record and playback also. So it's not completely record and playback.
Like, what will be the framework? Like, I'm asking.
It is a model-based framework. You will understand the framework in the next coming classes.
So we'll be having some existing framework within Tosca, right?
Yes, correct. We'll be using the framework that is already present in Tosca.
Okay. And what about the integration part with CI and CD? So those things also will be covered in the course, or we have to take it separately?
Yeah, CI/CD is little. I mean, if you have to understand CI/CD, there are more things that are involved. But there is one more setup called Dex setup that is done. I mean, that's a new. That's a good feature of Tosca, where you can also do an integration. I mean, where you can do a continuous testing with Dex setup. Whatever the
So,
setup that we do for Dex is the same setup we do for CI/CD. Only one there are minute changes that is there for CI/CD setup. So already Dex is covered. So once you get a good grip of Dex, you can easily do the CI/CD setup.
and what about the repository part, like version repository? It will be like we need some knowledge on Git and something like that, or it will be like inbuilt repo.
And there is no need of anything. So if at all, if there's any prerequisite, I would have mentioned, but there's nothing that you have to have as a prerequisite. Even if it is a prerequisite, I'll give you a guideline. If at all, if anything is needed, I'll surely help you out. But here we don't need any Git or anything.
Okay. So for CI/CD also, we don't need anything.
CI/CD is not covered as a part of this thing, but deck setup, it is covered. It is the same setup we do for CI/CD, but we are not doing the total CI/CD part here in this course.
Like, can you give me an example for integration? Which tool will be like compatible with the Tosca, or for continuous deployment? Which tools like we can use it? Just tools name.
Jenkins can be used.
Jenkins for
So
integration. And what about the
yeah,
deployment part?
Jenkins is the most used tool with Tosca. So if at all, if you are using, so most of the people go for Jenkins too.
That is only for the integration. What about that deployment?
See, those topics are not covered as part of our syllabus. We are only covering deck setup. So that is an inbuilt feature that Tosca has. Okay. So you can understand all those things. What are the questions that you are asking? You can understand it when I explain about deck setup.
So, what I'm understanding it you'll not be covering the CD part, CI or CD part.
No, we are not covering CI/CD part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ma'am, can you share me your LinkedIn profile if you don't mind in the chat window?
I'm sorry, I'm not supposed to share my personals. Okay, so if you have any questions and queries, you can ping me on my WhatsApp. I'm here to help you out, but I'm not sharing out any my LinkedIn profile over here.
Okay. And like total, how many hours is like this course will be like?
It's
Like
totally 35 hours we have.
we have like four sections, right?
Yes, correct.
Four plus one, I think five. Five are there. So is it
Everything is
like
covered in
hours is
35
like
hours.
35 hours is like sufficient, or
Yeah, it is pretty sufficient.
okay? And daily, like how many hours you will be training?
Daily 1 hour is a class we have.
Sorry, come again. There is like
Daily 1 hour we have a class.
daily 1 hour. Okay, fine,
Yeah.
fine.
Uh,
Hi,
yeah.
Manasa. Uh,
Yeah.
this
Hi,
is
please.
yeah, Vasanthi here. So, just had a question of whether we can automate mobile applications over here.
Yes, we can automate mobile also. Yeah.
Oh, we can do it.
Yeah, we can do it. Yeah.
Okay.
If you have to automate anything, the one thing you have to understand is the basics. So the
Mhm.
basics are AS1 and AS2. If you understand basics AS1 and AS2, automatically it might be any application, SAP, Salesforce, mobile, anything, you can
Mhm.
easily automate. The basics, once you get a grip of it, you can easily get to understand other applications also.
And it can be used as an end-to-end application, is it? I mean, it is used as a test management tool as well, where we can write the test cases and like how we do it in HPALM or Octane. Can we
For
do?
that, no, that one cannot be done. For that, we use Q test automation tool. So it is the same product from Tricentis. So that can
Okay.
be used like however you use a HPLM, right? Q test we use it for Tosca.
Okay. So, okay, if you have to integrate it with test management tool, and it has to be Q test only. It cannot be
No,
ALM or it.
no, you can integrate with Jira, ALM also.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
There's an
Thank you.
integration that can happen with Jira and ALM also.
Okay. Fine. Thank you. Thanks for answering.
No problem. Abhishek, you have some question?
Hi, Mehta. Hi, Manasa. This
Yeah.
is Srinivas.
Yeah, it was answered, right?
Yeah,
Hello.
Okay. Yeah, hello.
Yeah, Abhishek here. Hello.
Yeah, Abhishek, please go ahead. You have
Yeah. Yeah. Currently, I'm working on a Salesforce applications from past 5 years. So I had to
oh,
switch to Tosca.
oh,
So there are a lot of things that are different in the Salesforce CRM. So how we can be able to automate those things like there are a lot of things which are specific to Salesforce, like a related list. I was trying to work on the Salesforce thing, TTA application that we are having separate for Tosca, uh, which is kind of separate. What we see as a separate. Uh, it is kind of extension that we are having. Sorry to interrupt. Separate extension that we are having for the Salesforce. So how it is different from the desktop application that we are having over here.
yeah, that is what to answer your question. I have only one answer. Okay, so for any application to automate, right, you have to know the basics. So the
Mhm.
basic is AS1, AS2, TDS1, and TDS2. Once you understand the topic, there's a small change for you to understand. I mean, how to automate other applications. So if you are pro in all these things that we are discussing, so you will be easily able to automate any application that you come across.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
so I have one question. Thank you, Abhishek. So I have one question here. So are you providing recording sessions after completing the daily class? Yes, we do provide the recording. So the recordings will be for your lifetime. So once you get the recording, you will have the recordings for your own. Okay. Mm, So timings of the classes, you have to connect with my team. So you have to connect with my team and they'll be helping out with the timing. Okay. So yeah, quickly, so who all have joined? So can you all quickly give me a thumbs up on WhatsApp chat that we are, so that we are actually planning to share out some material for you all. So if you can give me a thumbs up on the WhatsApp, so my team will work on it and give you a token of joining the sessions. We are giving a small material. Can you all give me a thumbs up on that quickly, please? Are we all doing it? I don't get one thumbs up. Not here in the chat, in the WhatsApp chat, please. Thank you, Vasanti, for that reply. Kartika, Vijay, where are you? Rebecca. So meanwhile, we can take up any other questions regarding the training or any questions that you want to ask with you
When is the
want to
course
connect.
going to start, Manasa?
So we are already started. So I'll be completing this course. I mean, we are already started. So we are learning what is Tosca. But there's nothing like that. We are not doing anything apart from the syllabus. Everything whatever we are doing is a part of syllabus. So we have total 40 members. I only get thumbs ups of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, 15. Come on, guys, let us give a thumbs up. So, who all have given a thumbs up here? Thank you for it. But I would request to give a thumbs up on WhatsApp because my team comes back tomorrow and if they ask me about this thing like this, okay, it would be a little tough for me to tell all your names. Okay, yeah. I would request everyone to give a thumbs up on the WhatsApp, please.
So Manasa, so during training session, what kind of application are you going to cover up, like a desktop application or a web application or kind of thing like during training session?
Yeah, we are covering a web application that is provided by Tricentis only. So for few of the scenarios, we'll be covering a web application, and for other scenarios, we'll be covering like database. If you have to do a database testing, we need databases, right? So we'll be creating a database. For APIs also we'll be using. So there are different applications. For APIs, we'll be using some other APIs that I have it handy. So all those things are we'll do. For to be precise about application, we are doing web application testing.
What about desktop application? Is there any separate session?
Yeah, there is no separate session, but in the class itself, I'll tell you what is a variation between desktop application, mobile application, and other applications that I think we can automate it.
Okay.
That was a good question, by the way. Okay, so if no questions, we can take up the next one. So if you see this is how this was a previous, let me share my screen once. So I still did not get those many thumbs up. Why is it? So please do let me know if you are not able to see it, okay? So if you see this is AS1, AS2, and then from here we divided like automation engineering level 1. So little bit changes there. So previously these were called as individual certifications, but they have changed it according to, I mean, there's a recent change that happened. So now they are calling it as badges. But to gain this architect or product consultant certification, for sure you have to have this individual badges with you. So only if you complete these badges, only then you can complete this architect. Okay, so in the perspective of completing the badges, so for completing each and every badge, you will have some questions that you have to answer. It will be like a choose the correct answer type, and you have to answer it. So it will be like a exam that you have to pass. So only once you complete the exam, only then the badge is coming. Okay. So for the exam also, you only have 2 attempts. So to complete those exam also, it is you have to do little practice. Okay. So everything is practical. Tosca tool will be given, license will be given, and every day it's a combination of theoretical plus practical exam. Okay, and with the lots and lots of exercises, we will be doing lots of exercises. We'll be understanding each and everything how is happening with a clear example. Okay, So to complete this AS1 exam also, we'll do some practical questions that will be coming up for you on the exam. So I'll discuss some sample papers in the class itself together, and we'll be understanding. So then it will be easy for you to go and attempt the batches. Okay. So coming back to the question, so what are the top industries that use Tosca test suite? So if you see, not only the information technology, but also financial services, computer software, insurance, banking, transport, publishing, automotive, entertainment, airlines. So all these are using Tosca suite. Okay. So if you learn this tool, not only in the IT industry, but also in these different areas, you can shine up. Okay. You can use the knowledge that you are gaining here in this sessions. So if you are looking out for any change in your country, if you are currently in India, or if you want to move from one place to one country to other country, so if you see, these are the different countries they are using. United States being the most popular use. Yes, I see in most of my batches. So I have at least 3 to 4 people coming from joining from US, because nowadays for in US Tosca they are widely using there, and they are very eager to see people who are learning Tosca. So I have people who are learning Tosca in my batches from US. So Germany also the next next country that they are using Tosca. Coming, the third version goes to India and Netherlands, Austria, Switzerland, United Kingdom, Australia, Slovakia, and Canada. So these are the some of these graphs that we got it from 2023 mid, I believe. Okay, so now we are in 2024. This graph is all changed, and there are a lot more countries that are added in this graph. So if you are looking for any outside opportunity also, if you have Tosca in your resume, it is very helpful. Okay. So yeah, on that note, we are also doing mock interviews and also resume preps for your, I'll help you out with your resume preparation, and also I'll help you out with mock interviews so that you can go ahead and do your interviews once these sessions are completed. Okay. So if you see, so this is one, these are the different reviews that I got it. So I could only jot down few from my previous batches. So who all have attended my sessions on day-to-day basis and have completed the courses, they could
They
easily
did
get,
not refresh, Manasa.
okay, 1 second, problem. Okay, so I could only jot few of the reviews. Okay, so if you see, there are people who got placed in multiple MNCs. Okay, no, I don't think. Okay, here maybe somewhere he got placed in Infosys, Wipro, Capgemini, and here also Infosys, Wipro, and Capgemini. So there are so many people like this. So I could not list out all of them, but few of them I could list them. So it was very helpful. Whatever the course that we are doing, it is very helpful for them. With all the trainings, with all the support we are giving, they were easily being placed in all the companies. Okay, only when you complete the exercises and whatever and attending the sessions on day-to-day basis. Okay, so that is the prerequisite that I say it has to be done. Only then you can get placed. Okay, so that level of confidence that we can give you from our session. So yes, on that note, I just have that's it for today. Okay, so tomorrow we'll see some of the differences between Tosca and Selenium. So how Tosca is different from Selenium, what are the different things that we are, and we also see what are the different features of Tosca, how Tosca is, what are the different features and what are the different components, and what is the framework that is used in Tosca, like model based is a testing approach we use in Tosca, how is the model based, and different features like risk-based testing, distributed execution. So all those things will be explained in the next topics, and the architecture of Tosca also will be explained. So once you get acquainted with all these terminologies of Tosca, so then we slowly start our practical. Maybe on the day 4 or day 5, we start with Tosca installation. So Tosca installation also will be guided by me. So everyone will be on the call and everyone will install Tosca step by step. I'll assist you for each and every step. So one day will totally be assigned for installation and activation of license. So once that is done, then we start our practical things. Okay, so then only I'll start actual things, or how to create a test. All those things will be teached only after the Tosca is installed. So we'll also talk about what is a framework and what are the different frameworks that are used in Tosca, and what is scriptless testing and components of Tosca, all those things. Okay. So each and every topic, whatever I discuss, there will be interview questions also that will be, I will tell you what kind of interview question they might ask. So what is the important topic for the interview question. So all those will be covered in the day-to-day sessions. Okay, yeah, so that's it I had planned for today. So if you have any other questions, we can just take it up again. So all the badges that we are picking up, right? So there is no fees for it. It is completely free, but you have to understand how we have to do that badge and all. So there's no fees extra for this badges. So yeah, it's 5 days of week. So Monday to Friday we have a class, and it is 1 hour each. Assignments will be given on day-to-day basis. For sure, at the end of the day, you are going out of this class, you will carry some assignments. The assignments will not be like 1 hour or 2 hours you have to sit. It's only 5 to 10 minutes. So whatever I explain in the class, the same has to be practiced, or some form of exercises will be given. So that has to be practiced. That is mandatory in my class. How many days it will take to complete the full course? It is 35 hours. It might extend to 38 hours, not more than that. It depends upon the batch, how the batch is taking up. Okay. So some batches might take little time. So for them to acquaint and adjust to me, it will take some time. But 99% of the time, it is only 35 hours I complete my sessions. We understand clear differences between classic and advanced in the later sessions of the class. No, I don't think with all the advantages we have with Tosca, it won't get outdated in next 5 years. There's a lot more scope for Tosca. So they are coming up with lot more things in day-to-day basis. So it's just you have to explore Tosca and you have to get understanding of Tosca, because yes, it's a new tool with all the new features like cloud-based, DevOps, CI/CD, everything. And there are a lot of applications it will take. So you will see the advantages and disadvantages in next class. Next classes, this answer will be pretty much explained more clearly in the next classes. Yeah, there's absolutely no programming skill that is needed for you. So even if you are manual tester, it is completely fine. You can just you can just learn this tool. There are people who are from business analyst background. They came, they understood the tool, they implemented the tool in the project. Okay, so that is a level of confidence I can give. Yes, I'll help you out with the resume preparation and interview preparation. Means I'll also conduct mock interviews after the classes. So after we complete the all the syllabus that we have discussed, after it I'll just schedule all these things. As part of SAP, we are not covering anything. As a part of API, we'll understand how to automate different APIs and how to create a test cases out of APIs and how to automate your API testing. As a part of web testing, there are a lot more things that we are covering. If you can see the course content in our training, in the Isha Training Solution website, you can get a clear picture of it. Will you be covering Tosca automation engineering? No. AE1 is not covered in this. So AE1 is an advanced topic that we are taking up in our next course. For doubts, if so, most of the time the doubts will be clarified in the class itself along with everyone, because some people might come out with their doubts, some people might not. So I would love to discuss the doubts with everyone so that everyone gains the same amount of knowledge. Okay, so if at all, if you still have a doubt, yeah, you can talk to me, you can ping me on the WhatsApp. Yeah, Pradeep, yes, Tosca can also be used for performance testing. Yeah, we have a different course for advanced Tosca. You can talk to my team and they can help you out. Swati, to answer your question. There's no need to buy anything. We'll give you the license for you, so don't need to worry about it. You just have to enroll with us. That's it. Okay. Are you able to share day-wise content topic? What are you covered during this day before day two session starts? Yeah, before day two session starts, right? I mean, the next session starts, I'll just explain you what all the topics that we'll be covering in the next class and what we have discussed as a prerequisite. We'll do it. And that's it. So only 2 attempts, I believe. Yes, all the badges are free. AS1, AS2, TDS1, TDS2, database testing, API testing, all are free. License validity is for 60 days. You can also extend it. I'll help you out how to extend the validity. So course session time to complete the entire course, it is 35 hours. That is what we plan for. So the sample papers of the certification level will be discussed at the end of completion of each syllabus. So at end of each syllabus, so you can get to have a good knowledge and how to understand it. You will get to it. Okay. So Vasanti, 35 days, 1 day each. I did not get your question. Can you please repeat it? Yeah, I'll tell you the total process, how to get the certificates and how to download it, how to showcase it. Everything will be explained, Niranjan. Vasanti, can you repeat your question? So 35 days, 1 day each. Yeah, 35 days, 1 hour each. Monday to Friday, not Saturday and Sunday. Only it is highly necessary, only then I push you people to join 1 day. That too, I don't bother you for Saturdays and Sundays. All right, so we had a very good amount of time chatting and taking up all your questions. So tomorrow we'll see little more about Tosca. So what are the advantages, what are the different disadvantages, and what are the different tools, technologies it will support, and little more about Tosca we'll learn about in the tomorrow session, and the next coming session we'll start about how to do a framework, how we are using the framework, all those things will be discussed. Thank you so much for joining our session with today with Isha Training Solutions. Have a very nice day ahead. Bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you.